Well, hello again, all, and God bless. This is Jonathan Reichel for this week's Real with God episode. And this past month, really, I've had some very unique changes in my life, and change can be good and bad. Changes, bring about new opportunities and the concept of that which is new. But just along with the concept of that which is new comes the whole sense of uncertainty and the whole sense of sometimes it can be a confidence drain, not knowing what's next, not knowing the future. It's a human thing. And specifically, two pretty big things or things have changed in my life in the last month. One of which has been that my part-time employment has been terminated. I got laid off from a part-time job that I had at Nature's Table. I would serve. Nature's Table is a restaurant inside Northland Church. It's a mega church with a couple thousand non-denominational Christian believers that would go there. And I was hired about a year and a half ago, right in the middle of my UCF days, and it was really a breath of fresh air. It was really wonderful that I was able to start working at Nature's Table back in the day, because at the time I was just drenching my brain inside film-related projects and film-related things, and I was very focused on lots of editing and lots of sitting in front of a computer and staring at visual effects and composing music and doing all the more technical things that go involved into making a film happen. And I just felt dry. I just felt so sucked empty of energy during a lot of that time. In Nature's Table, it was only one day a week, sometimes 2 days a week, but 3 hours. It's very, very part-time work, but it was just enough, kind of sprinkled throughout the week to really brighten me up and give me a chance to make people laugh and give me a chance to interact with customers and just have fun, have some, a little bit of real life improv and serving delicious food. And the people that I worked with at Nature's Table are great. I love them all and they're wonderful. But due to the economy and the changing times and the fact that I only worked about 3 hours, it didn't make sense it made more sense for my slot to be kind of absorbed into someone else's time frame and for me to be able to go on and focus on other things. And I think we had discussed it, and I agree that it was the right thing to do. I think the real not really a shocker, but something of a feeling to get used to is that pretty much since the age of 10 or 11, I've owned my own businesses. I've been self-employed, whether it be through window washing or car washing or lawn care, which I did for 7 or 8 years, to videography and film production, to woodworking and everything in between. I've owned my own businesses. I've had my own enterprises, and I would hire people and I would employ people. And this was just kind of a really fun activity that I did, and I got laid off from it. And it wasn't because of my quality of work. They loved me and enjoy what I did there, but just it wasn't practical anymore. So losing that work was just kind of something I've been working with, and of course it'll give me more time to focus on other things. It wasn't a huge time commitment as it was. But that has changed, and another major thing in my life that's changed in the last month or so is that a really enjoyable relationship had come to an end. And without going into the details, I mean, we're still good friends, and it's still an enjoyable friendship. But it's something to get used to, something to adjust, and with all of the changes that have happened in my life in the last month and the different things that have taken place, it's interesting that the first verse that popped in my mind of God, just give me something to think about, because honestly I didn't feel way too inspired and didn't feel like I really had that much to give to you guys this week. But it's amazing how sometimes the times we feel the most empty are the times that we need to give even more, and God will fill us right back up. But anyway, the verse that came to mind was, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. And we all know the song, "Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. My children, look to me, my peace I leave with thee. Be still and know that I am God." And it's a beautiful song, and many of us have sung it in church or in fellowships before, and it's a very soothing song. And I didn't realize that that verse continues, that there's more to it. And in Psalm 46, verse 10, it says, "Be still and know that I am God." And it goes on, and it says, "I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." And that was really reassuring, very, very inspiring, because right there in that verse, it starts out with God's first command. His first advice is just be still, be calm. I am God. I will take care of you. And why should we be still? Because in the end, He will be exalted among the nations. He will be exalted in the earth. And in this world where so many people and so many forces are at work to undo the will of God, where they're trying to break down the will of God, it's great to know that in the end, our God is the God of victory. Our God can't lose. The way that He set it up, He's the champion. He's victorious. We are victorious because of our God. And He says, no matter what happens, be still and know that I am God. Because no matter what happens, in the end, I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. And that brings me such beautiful peace and reassurance to know that no matter what changes in life, no matter what is different from day to day, God still advises us to be still. Don't get agitated. Don't get freaked out. Don't become worried. But be still and know that He is God. Because He's going to be exalted among all the nations, all of them, even the ones that hate Him. In the end, He's going to be exalted in those nations. He'll be exalted all over the earth. And there will be peace, and there will be joy, and there will be happiness. And that peace and that joy and that happiness we can decide to have here and now, because we have that Holy Spirit inside of us. So this next week, when life presents us challenges, and when our adversary continually tries to make us anxious and fearful and doubtful, God is still whispering to us, be still and know that I am God. Hope that blessed you this week. For this week, this is Jonathan Reichel with Real with God. I love you guys.